All right, LawyerTalkPodcast.com, Steve Palmer, Lawyer Talk Q&A style today. So I'm going to take a question, and I'm going to combine it with another question that we got from Brett from Circle 270 Media, our production guy. Anyway, the question came from Leslie, and Leslie says, "Hey, Steve, love the podcast. I have a question for you. Do you ever work on cases out of state?" There's some other information here I'm not going to share because I think it doesn't need to be shared. Anyway, the answer is yes. I do work on cases out of state, but it adds a layer of complexity to like you might think, but maybe not as difficult as it needs to be. So anyway, I do work on cases out of state. I've worked on cases out of state both at the trial court level and at the appellate level. Meaning, if somebody's been convicted, you go appeal the conviction, and I'm happen to be working on a case in the Commonwealth of Virginia right now, which is out of state. My normal practice is here in Ohio. And then on the trial court level, I have a consulting company that we go in and we consult and we do focus groups, mock trials, help good lawyers prepare their cases for trial, called Criminal Defense Consultants. And I do that out of town quite a bit. We've been in Hawaii, I've been in Washington, D.C., I've been in Oklahoma, I've been in Michigan. We've been in various places around the country helping folks in that capacity. But even if somebody wanted to hire me to come work on a case in their state, I do it. Now, obviously the problem, like anything, is cost, and it's certainly an expensive proposition. Which brings up the next question: what do you get for that? And if a lot of times it happens with sort of the unique cases, whether it's a unique type of self-defense murder case, or whether it's a child shaken baby syndrome type case that requires some unique expertise, then I bring in my team of folks that I work with on those types of cases, and we come in. Now, it doesn't mean that we come in and just take over. So if you've got a local lawyer, we often and prefer to work with local attorneys, people who know the system, people who can sponsor us in to work on the case and get admitted to the local bar associations. For those geeks out there, it's called pro hoc vice, meaning we come in for this matter only. Probably didn't translate to Latin exactly correct, but that's what it means. And we work hand in glove, and we try cases that way. We do all sorts of things. And by we, I mean our team. I work with some lawyers up in Michigan, and we've got a Rolodex of experts we use on these types of cases. So yes, we do often travel all over the place and work out of state. But that sort of dovetailed with another question that Brett from Circle 270 Media. By the way, you need a podcast, even if it's not in Ohio. You need help figuring out what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, and where you're going to post it, and how all that works. Check out Circle 270 Media. Brett, he's fabulous. He has helped us here immensely, and he can help you too. But anyway, Brett, he hears what we're talking about here, and he always has questions after the fact. So I started taking Brett's questions, and it dovetails with the question I just answered. And he was asking about local lawyers, but not out of state necessarily, but in state. So in Ohio, say it's a small county, and what's it like to go into a small county as a lawyer from, say, Columbus or Cleveland? And I do it all the time. But there's an art form to it. You can't go in and act like you're a big-time superstar and arrogant, but that doesn't work anywhere anyway. So you've got to go in, and I will often consult with and work with local counsel in even around Ohio, and it becomes seamless that way. It's really, really helpful when I work in faraway places to have somebody with boots on the ground who understands the procedure, knows who to talk to get things filed, to get things done, knows where to go if you need to get a bond hearing, knows where to go, or if you need to get a certain motion heard or whatever it is, knows the guy you talk to in the police department to get documents. I mean, that stuff is invaluably helpful. And it's not that we come in and do it, that we big time it or whatever, but working together, you sort of get the best of all worlds. So yes, I can do that. I can work out of state, I can work in state, and I almost always will have local counsel working with me as I do it. I love working with other lawyers. I find it rewarding. It opens up doors for me. I learned stuff I didn't know before, and I think you get again the best of all worlds. So you got a case you want us to work on? Check us out, PalmerLegalDefense.com. But if you got a question in our podcast down here at the studio, where it's really fun, check out LawyerTalkPodcast.com. Shoot me a question, leave a comment, and I'll address it right here.